Hello, welcome back. Today we continue working on our pet game and we will take a look at const and read-only modifiers for variables. But as usual, I start with something completely irrelevant. So I would like to change the snow effect to +5 happiness. Because otherwise, why would anyone choose to play as puppy? So I will take a run from this text block and copy and paste it here instead of no effect. Okay, change it to +5. This is only our front end, and as for backend, I just code. We need to change it in animal.cs. First of all, we will modify start happiness. So first of all, let's give it a summary. Amount of bonus happiness added at the start of the game. Okay, also we have I noticed 2 errors. So one of them is a cat. Let's change a cat to cats and wash them. Okay, and also when your kitty. Okay, so in our change to type method, when we choose the puppy, our start happiness should equal 5, and as for the special, instead of none we will type plus, then start happiness, then we need the hot character. Okay, you can take it from here. Now next we also need to visit our code for this user control. So first of all, let's go to button start click here, and in addition to changing pet and description, we will also set the happiness of m single pet and make it plus equals selected pet, which is the instance of our class called animal, and we add its start happiness. Let's check whether it works. So you see here +5 happiness, and it changes as needed. So for our kitty, cats, and them, when your kitty. Okay, so by default we have 15 happiness, but if we choose puppy we have 20, and if we increase it by 5 it should be 25. Okay, good. So now we will look at const and read-only modifiers for variables or other fields of classes. We need to go to user control game for demonstration. Before we do that, it's a good practice to always indicate the accessibility modifier. So we have int, by default it's private. So let's type private. Copy it and paste here, and here, here, here. Well, actually, everywhere where we don't have any modifiers. Okay, these are actually our private members only. Okay, now I noticed that we never use m_wins, even though we assign it, but we never use it afterwards. So we can remove it from here and remove this line here. Okay, now as I said, we will look at 2 modifiers, which are const and read-only. Const modifiers are used for variables which are set right from the start and never change at all. So, for example, the happiness for walk is always 13. We can never decrease or increase it. So we type const. And if we, for example, try to change it, you see the left-hand side of an assignment must be a variable, property, or indexer. So the compiler will never let you do that. Okay. Now, the same for prices. We never change them. Okay. And as I said, there is another modifier called read-only. There is a slight difference between them. So with const, you have to assign them because field is the only place where you can set it once and for all. Whereas read-only variables can be set also in the constructor and never changed afterwards. So this is basically the only difference. So let's add read-only modifiers as well. So first of all, queue, private read-only queue, and also comments, and also our media player and our single pad. So for example, single pad, we set it in the constructor. This is the only place where we set the single pad instance. In all other cases, we later access its own fields, but we never change the m single pad instance. Okay. Also, we use a convention here where we first type the m prefix for private members. So let's do the same for our media player. So m media player. Now let's return to our user control select pad. And here we also have variables where we can add our read-only modifier. For example, here and here. Also rename this variable too. You shouldn't think that you can just add read-only modifier whenever you want. So for example, if you add it here, you will see that we actually try to set it in different methods. So if you do change it, you don't need to set it as read-only, because just like the const modifier, it will not let you do that even before building the project, so we don't need it here. We also have another user control, and that is our main menu. So let's open it. Yeah, here. Well, again, rename it. Okay. And add the read-only modifier. Okay. Now we also have some variables in our windows. In our window menu, here we have a lot of variables which are private fields. Literally all of these private members can be read-only. So let's copy and paste it for everyone. That's it for our variables. Now we can check whether our program still works. Yeah, you see that everything is still working. So again, why you need to use const and read-only? First of all, you don't have to, but it is a good practice. It helps you not to accidentally change fields that need not to be changed. For example, I wanted to change the field called mmoney, and instead I accidentally changed mpricebone. And using const and read-only modifiers, I'm safe not to do that without error warnings. So, because this pet series appeared to be extremely unpopular, I'm afraid this is the last tutorial. I hoped it would bring many more views and especially subscribers, but alas. So I hope this video helped. So this is it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to see more tutorials.